Taylor, hey, my favorite part of any show, we get to talk about playing against the Watertown Wolves.
Yet again. And only, 6 more times after this too? Or
it's actually 5 after these 2, but after
that was close.
After Friday's game, it'll be 6 more times in a row up against the Watertown Wolves in Watertown.
So we're previewing another home-and-home series versus the Watertown Wolves. This is the 4th weekend this year where the Black Bears and Wolves will play a home-and-home series against each other. This Friday, the Black Bears will host the Wolves for the final time this season. Though the two teams will still have 6 more games versus each other up in Watertown, which will include Saturday night. So we have, 17 games against them. 13 of them are in Watertown.
That cracks me up. You're unhappy about it, and you actually make the trip up to Watertown to see these guys play up there.
Watertown's not a bad arena to go to.
Yeah.
Danbury seems more exciting, but maybe it's just because you're so cold that you can't really do anything else.
You can't take a nap there because you're so cold, right?
Yeah, I warn people, if you're going to Danbury, bundle up. I mean, even the coaches are wearing winter gloves on the bench, which I don't see anywhere else, to be honest.
I was just going to say, so you would recommend if someone was going to Danbury, it's so cold in there, wear gloves.
Oh, 100%.
Gotcha.
Full on, you're going to a Buffalo Bills game in December. That's what you're dressing like to go to Danbury.
Well, let me ask you a question. I know that you will wear a jersey. You usually have some sort of sweatshirt underneath. And then, of course, I think a shirt underneath that. Do you wear all 3 layers there? Because sometimes in Binghamton, you don't wear all 3 layers.
No, I hardly ever wear a sweatshirt in Binghamton. Danbury is probably the only arena that I've gone to where I wish I wore more clothing.
All right. So
I usually get very heated during the game to the point where the sweatshirt's coming off and it's just going to be the jersey and t-shirt, whatever.
Yeah.
Even in Binghamton, I'll walk to the arena because it's cold. But as soon as I get inside, I'm I'm hot. I'm ready to not wear a sweatshirt anymore. Not in Danbury. You come in from outside and you're I'm going back outside. Even in the wind.
It's warmer outside than it is on the inside. All right, let's carry on.
You can see your breath in Danbury, so that's, take that as you will.
All right. Let's keep going.
The last time the two teams played was on January 2nd and 3rd of 26, with the Wolves breaking the 15-game win streak on Friday, with Friday the 2nd by a score of 4-3. In that game, the Black Bears had a 3-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. However, the Wolves got a goal from Hunter Hall and Igor Filipov, tied the game, and then Yefim Mishkin scored the game winner at 5:04 left to go in the game for the game winner. Coincidentally, this was the last Black Bears game that Connor McAnanama played as a Black Bear.
Isn't that crazy, though? When I was looking at this and I was well, I'm not going to not bring it up. I guess we could have not brought it up, but that was the last game for Connor with all the wins, 61 wins in his career with the Black Bears. At this point right now, the last game he played in was unfortunately a 4-3 loss.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people, those negative Nancy's out there that you can sometimes come across that even with the record that Connor has, they'd be like, oh, well, he, lost that game and broke their record. He wanted out.
No, that's not the case at all. That is if people think that's stupidity, it is the fact that his last game with the Black Bear was a loss.
Which is unfortunate, but,
yes.
It's going to happen even to the Black Bears.
Yes.
It may be a little unfortunate. It was the Watertown Wolves because we have to face them so many times, but it happens.
No, of course it had to be against the Wolves because we play against them so many times.
I guess they were just finally sick to losing to us. Maybe that's why Carolina you got me doing it. Twin City, was trying to up the ante and, get some heavy hitting going on. I'm sure they were just finally sick and tired of losing to us.
Well, I'm sure they are. If you think about it, I don't know the last time. I got to look up the whole Danbury numbers now because Danbury hasn't beat us yet this year. I think we're 9-0 against Danbury this year, and there's still 6 or 7 more games against them. I think we played them 16 times. I think we played them 9 times, and we've beat them. I got to go back into the last year as well and see when the last time we lost to Danbury. I know we lost to them once last year. right? But there's a long streak there too. So so Twin City, long streak, double digits. Carolina, Watertown, it was 15 games. Danbury, it could be 14, 15, 16 games as well at this point.
No, so they're going to be the next team that's going to be, wanting to break our win streak.
Yep.
I'm sure it'll eventually happen, whether it's this season, next season, I don't really know. Just, I think Watertown, honestly, has gotten better as the season's gone on. Mm-hmm. I do think that they actually are better than Danbury. And I actually think they're beating them in the standings, if I remember correctly. I think they finally got ahead of Danbury in the standings
Watertown? I think they're 5th.
I think so.
Is Danbury 6th in the division right now? That would make sense because you have Topeka and then Blue Ridge ahead of them. So, yeah, you're right. Danbury's ahead of Watertown.
No, shouldn't it be?
Oh, no, Watertown's ahead of Danbury. And then,
yes. And then Danbury is 6th and the Sentinels are 7th. So Watertown is 5th, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I forgot the list. The Black Bears started a new winning streak on the 3rd. So, the second and third. Wow, I'm struggling.
That's okay.
So we lost on the 2nd, and
then we started a new winning streak on the 3rd
to start your new year. But then we started it right back up. So Saturday, winning that game 8-3. Last weekend, the Black Bears won both games in Winston-Salem over the Twin City Thunderbirds, 3-1 on Friday, and then 4-1 on Saturday. For the Wolves, last weekend, they split 2 games with Danbury hat tricks. I guess if we had just read a little bit further, we could have realized they were, ahead of the standings.
Yep.
Losing in overtime on Friday night 5-4, and then winning on Saturday night 8-5. That's, I think, probably one of their highest scoring games of the season.
Easily.
Both of these games were played in the chilly. See, you were prepared. Chilly Danbury Ice Arena.
I wanted to see if you noticed that.
This will be the 11th and 12th games being played between the Black Bears and the Wolves. The Black Bears are 9-1-0 versus the Wolves this season going into this weekend.
All right, the Black Bears are 27-3-0 through 30 games and have earned 79 points, good for first in the Empire Division. They have scored 160 goals and only allowed 69. No jokes from the peanut gallery. The Wolves are 11-15-3 for 34 points, and they are currently sitting outside of the playoff spot in 5th place. This season, they have scored 105 goals, but allowed 138 goals. Okay, the Black Bears are led by CJ Stubbs in 30 games played, which the Black Bears have like 4 or 5 players that have played all 30 games this season, which is pretty impressive. But CJ Stubbs, 30 games played, 23 goals, 36 assists for 59 points. Obviously so close to getting to 60 points. Probably be the first player this year to do that. 8 power play goals, 1 shorthanded goal, and 8 game-winning goals. Ivan Bondarenko, 30 games played, 7 goals, 44 assists, 51 points, 1 power play goal. By the way, I do want to throw in there, because you're going to love this. I had a conversation with Dominic, and it is in the interview. I believe it's in the interview. I hope it's in the interview. I'm pretty sure it's in the interview. We talked about how we really want you you had mentioned that you really want him to get a shutout because he's had 6 games this season, only giving up 1 goal. So he's been so close to getting that shutout. And then he turned around and said, well, we're really hoping that Bondo scores again. So it was just a great thing because obviously you've made that comment as well. It's like, we really want Ivan to get another goal again. So look for that in the interview. It's a great moment there. All right, Gavin Yates, 27 games played, 20 goals, 27 assists for 47 points, 8 power play goals, and 1 game-winning goal. And Dominic Tomei, 13-1-0, 1.93 goals against average, best in the league, and a .930 save percentage. The Wolves are led by Stephen Klink, who I don't think has played the last few games. I don't know what's going on with him. He's not on the injured reserve, but he's been on the bench. Not looking like he's enjoying being on the bench as, in a suit and tie, but 24 games played, 21 goals, 20 assists, 41 points. He's not on the IR, 4 power play goals, 2 game-winning goals. We'll see if he gets into these games this weekend. Igor Filipov, 26 games played, 16 goals, 22 assists for 38 points, 4 power play goals, 1 game-winning goal. Darian Benchik, 27 games played, 8 goals, 20 assists for 28 points, 1 game-winning goal. And Brendan Colgan, I guess it's a toss-up between him and Matt Lenz, but Colgan has played the majority of the games for the Wolves. He's 6-10-3 with a 4.6 goals against average and an 879 save percentage, easily the worst numbers of his career. And he's had a really good career in the FPHL, Taylor. And these are the worst numbers he's ever had.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because when he was with,
especially because I think like the Wolves are getting better. I don't know what his numbers were like in the beginning of the season to see if he's getting better or if he's getting worse. Honestly,
I think the numbers have gotten worse. His numbers have gotten worse when they've gotten a little bit better, which is kind of crazy. But either way. Specialty team-wise, Binghamton power plays ranked first. Shocker, 49 power play goals, 28%. Penalty kills ranked first, 13 power play goals against, 91%. Watertown power plays ranked ninth, 22 power play goals, 19%. Penalty kill ranked 12th, 35 power play goals against, and a 77% kill rate. Give me your thoughts on these two games. Which game does Wyatt Freelander get a start in? At home or away? And does the Black Bears get both wins?
I truthfully, I think it's a toss-up on, which goaltender gets to start. I think you could play Wyatt either game. I know he's had a win up in Watertown. I don't remember which 2 wins he's had, honestly, because I don't remember the last time he played. It's been a while. I'm so excited to kind of see him come out.
Yeah.
And, truthfully, we have 3 great goaltenders. I mean, with McAnanama, Tomei, and then Wyatt, all super nice guys. All of them are fantastic. I honestly, for me, I would throw any one of them out there to play a game. And you could probably bet that the Black Bears are going to win because that's just the mindset, is that they don't want to lose a game. I feel like I'd put Wyatt in on Friday because it's a home game and it's fairly easier to play at home.
Okay.
Plus, it looks like it's going to be a sellout crowd. I mean, it was like, I don't know, quite a few days ago, somebody had posted that there's not many tickets left for Friday.
Yep. I believe it's going to be a sellout. I agree.
So it'd be nice to kind of see him, in a sellout crowd. But at the same time, if you put Tomei in there, maybe he gets a shutout in front of a sellout crowd. So, I mean, really, flip a coin.
Yeah.
I do think they have the ability to win both games. We've got a full roster. I think the only other thing that could happen that would be very exciting, aside from Bondarenko getting a goal, is if Laughlin gets one.